I am so impressed with the writing on this film. Why? Because it has so many fucking areas. Like usually if it's a thriller, they try to make it all thriller. If it's horror, they try to make it all horror. If it's comedy, they try to make it all comedy. This movie had comedy, thriller, horror, drama, all wrapped in one. That alone is amazing to me. You know what I mean? I see some people like comedy, drama, they try to do them both, but it's usually they trying to get off a bunch of one-liners and shit like that. This movie did all of that shit easy. That shit looked effortless. It flowed so fucking well. It was literally like one movie with 5 different genres, but it flowed so smooth. Yo, whoever wrote this, salute to you. Love the writing on this joint. To be completely honest with you, entertaining doesn't even say it. Like, I'm trying to think of a word that's higher than entertaining, but kind of means the same thing. Like, I'm trying to think of a word that means over entertaining. Like, it was that fucking entertaining times 10. I don't really know what to say. I just know that it's amazing. Like I just said about the writing. When you got 5 fucking different genres flowing smooth, you know it gotta be entertaining because it's like watching 5 different movies at once, but only the good parts. Like everything about this was just smooth. Like, yo, this shit is, you know what I'm saying? It keeps you on the edge of your seat. You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I mean, obviously, no movie I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of movies, is 100% unpredictable. Like, you can't predict not one thing in it. Of course, you can predict a couple of things in it, but for the most part, it's pretty unpredictable. Like a lot of things you're not gonna see coming. A lot of stuff you're not gonna see coming. A lot of stuff like you're gonna be wondering about, but not be able to put your finger on it until they unravel it. Then it's like, holy shit, that's all pure entertainment. So entertainment wise, this shit is just like the writing. A-okay. I think what stood out the most about this joint is the unpredictability. You don't know what's gonna happen. You'll be able to predict a few small things, but you won't be able to predict the major things that makes the story. You know what I mean? You'll be able to predict petty little parts, but the main things that really make the story, the things that's leading you on into the next part of the story, you won't be able to predict those. They are completely unpredictable. You're gonna be sitting there, and when it does unravel, it's like, what? Yo, that's wow. You know what I mean? That's all you're gonna be able to say is like, wow, I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, of course, they can be like, oh, I could predict it all. I knew that was gonna happen. They lying. No, they could not. You know, it may be 1 or 2 big parts that you might just predict, but it'll be a stroke of luck. That's all that is. But that's what stood out the most to me is the fact that I wasn't figuring out the movie before the movie was, unraveling itself. I couldn't figure it out faster than it unraveled itself. You know what I mean? Not saying like I feel like the movie was sped through, but like as the movie went on, it was showing me things before I figured it out myself. So that's what stood out the most. It's just unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, real quick, big spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen Get Out yet and you plan on going to see it, I suggest you cut this video off right now. Thank you for coming. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I can only think of one thing that I would have done differently in this film. And honestly, if it was like, I can't even put it in the terms of like if it was me, directing the movie or me who wrote the movie. Because if it was me who wrote the movie or directed the movie, I would have did it the exact same way. Like I'm 100% satisfied with how they did it. What I'm going to go off on this is if it was real life. Like if this was real. If it was real life, not the movie, if it was real life, I would have wanted the protagonist to kill everybody. Like all of them cats. I would have wanted him to find each and every one of those fuckers that had a fucking basically slave and just slaughter all of the motherfuckers and take pictures of all the fucking people so they can snap out of their shit. And hey, if they want to kill themselves, by all means. If they don't, cool. You know what I'm saying? At least give them that option. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? But obviously, in the movie, If it was in a movie, I wouldn't have done that because it would have just been like, I feel like, to be honest, if he went off and killed everybody, I would have felt like he was going overboard, first of all, for one. For two, I would have felt like this dude is already half dead. He's not going to make it to any of these houses to find anybody or nothing like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, in the movie, they ended it just the way it needs to be ended it. But if it was real life, I would love for him to just slaughter all of them, or at least like expose them. But there you go. Either slaughter them all or expose them. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. I would try to like get FBI or somebody or fucking somebody to come through that neighborhood and find all of these missing fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And if that don't work, then go slaughter them all. You know what I'm saying? And free all the people. You feel me? But that's just like saying like if this was real life. The movie wise, it ended just fine with me. Overall, this is gonna be crazy, but out of all the movies that I've ever reviewed, I've never given one a 10. I am giving this shit a 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of fucking 10. It was so good. It felt like so many genres. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I couldn't predict what was gonna happen on the like major parts, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just everything about it was like, it was just a mind blower. And not even just a mind blower. It was something to like open your mind to like, yo, what if? You know what I'm saying? Type of things. It was like, damn, what if? It was one of those kind of things. Cause you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people, like, you ever notice how many people are missing and aren't found? Like, it's so many, and then, like, that kind of shit is, like, I'm not saying that this is happening in real life, but I'm saying, like, when you look at how many people are missing in real life and aren't found, it's just like, what the fuck did happen to them? You know? Like, damn, motherfuckers ain't found no bodies. Like, something, nigga. Like, damn, where the fuck are they? So, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that makes you think. Basically is what I'm saying. Anything that makes me think, I absolutely love it. Not on top of that, like, it was entertaining. It was a fucking twist and turns that you just won't fucking figure out. You know what I'm saying? It was really good all the way to the fucking end. The very end, the last minute of the movie had another twist. Like, damn, they just twisting this motherfucker up. I loved it, bro. 10 out of 10 for me. I don't care. Go tell him I said it.